Hi YouTube, today I'm going to review the Kodak Zi8 pocket camera. This is a handy camera that can be used for taking high def videos. This small puppy basically supports 1080p and 720p HD mode videos, and you can see the YouTube. The size is pretty small. Quite a few people have asked me, what is this model of BlackBerry? I don't know why do they feel it's like a BlackBerry. On the side we have an external microphone jack for this camera. This is the only pocket camera that I know that supports this. We have a HDMI slot. Okay, you can connect it directly to your HDTV. The power cable goes in here. On the other side we have the power button over here. We have a SD card. Do remember to buy a SD card with this camera, because it doesn't have any internal storage. There is storage, but just for 10 seconds of recording. I don't even know why Kodak bothered to give even the 10 seconds of recording. Moving ahead, we have the USB pop out. This directly goes into your computer. It's a bit flexible, so no issues over there. At the bottom we have nothing but a tripod jack. It fits nicely to a tripod. Sadly, because it's rounded, it's not going to stand, it's going to fall down. On the top of the camera we have this button which switches between the landscape and the macro. The macro is great for recording things that are very close, and I've got some great shots with the same. On the back there is nothing but a lens, and a red light comes when the recording is switched on. For example, see, it's recording now and it shows the red light. There's no way to disable, sadly, this red light. There is no manual focus. This is the battery compartment. This slides down and you get a rechargeable lithium-ion battery. I'm getting approximately roughly around 1 hour of usage with the battery. You get a charger. It takes about 2 hours, roughly around 2 hours to charge. This camera is a finger magnet because of the glossy plastic. I've got tired of cleaning it again and again. Now I'm switching it on. Let's get a little bit closer. If you press this record option button, it gives you the recording options. The first is the WVGA, and with a 4GB card I'm getting approximately 1 hour of recording. With 720p at 30 frames I'm getting about 39 minutes of recording, and at 720p 60 frames per second, which is good for action or taking photographs when you're out with the kids. I am getting about 31 minutes with the 4GB of memory card, and at 1080p I again get about 33 minutes. It's again at 30 frames per second. The other buttons that are located on the front is the playback button. If you have any stored recording, for example I have this, this can be played. Okay, and you can use the delete. This is the delete button. You can delete the recordings. This is the settings menu. Under settings, for the first option is for setting the time. The second is to set the mode to PAL or NTSC. Basically brightness setting for the LCD. This is, let's go back. The sound. Okay, we as this camera supports an external mic, we can if you have an external mic inserted, we can increase the gain with this. This is a good option because I don't see it even on my 550D, which is a better camera. We also have image stabilization. This is good if you are using this camera without a tripod. It's a good idea to use the EIS, but it drains the battery a bit. This is basically face detection option. I highly suggest you to use the face detection option because I have found the focusing to be a lot better if the face detection option is open. we can format the SD card, and this gives you the firmware version that is loaded on the Zi8. For recording, it's very simple. You just hit this big red button, for example, and it's recording now. See, I'll just pan around left and right, and to stop the recording again, you just hit it back. To do a playback of the recording, you just hit this play button. We see the recording, and just hit the red button to play back. As you can see, it has recorded the video in 1080p. You just press this. Surprisingly, the audio quality of the microphone, inbuilt microphone, is acceptable. I mean, if the Zi8 is close to your mouth, just about 6 to 7 inches from your face, the audio recording is pretty good. But if you're mounting this camera on a tripod, I highly suggest that you use a external microphone, because if the camera is about 4 or 5 feet away from you, it picks up a lot of echo and ambient noise. Accessories that I got with this camera are the power adapter with a USB port. This plugs in here. You can also attach this to a computer to charge, but it takes about twice as long. You also get an AV cable so that you can attach this camera to your standard def old type television. And I was surprised to see Kodak giving this high quality HDMI cable. This is a mini HDMI to HDMI cable, and I got this in the package. I was really surprised, because even with the PS3 or Xbox, you don't get a HDMI cable. So kudos Kodak for giving us the HDMI cable. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the performance of this Zi8 camera, and it's a good entry level video camera if you're on a budget. The outside shots in natural daylight are pretty good, but I found in indoor the lighting makes a huge difference. So make sure that you have a lot of light if you're shooting indoors and in the evenings. This is Ranjit from tech2buzz.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the comment section, and I'll be happy to reply you. You can also email me at geekyranjit@gmail.com, and I'm gonna see you in another video. Bye for now.